Lyle and Reed seem to have some sort of shady connection. In Wild World, Lyle is introduced as a sort of life insurance salesperson. When giving you his spiel, he mentions various things that would be covered by life insurance, including buying forged paintings. This theory is backed up when he asks what day the player would like Reed to visit, as Reed then starts visiting town on that day. In New Leaf, Gulliver the Seagull makes a return, hailing to his roots by being washed up on your beach, like in the original game. Upon waking him up and agreeing to help him, there's a small chance that Gulliver might say something about you, reminding him of the helpful locals in Rico Harbor. This is of course a callback to Super Mario Sunshine, with the Pientas being the helpful locals on Isle Delfino, or more specifically Rico Harbor. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, it is easier than ever to hear Totaka's song. What is Totaka's song, I hear you ask? Well, Totaka's song refers to Kazumi Totaka, who is a video game composer. He has worked on famous Nintendo titles such as Yoshi's Story, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Paint, and of course Animal Crossing. It is rumored that hidden inside every game he has ever done work for is Totaka's song, a small melody that is very recognizable once you've heard it. In New Leaf, certain record players play Totaka's song on loop. Freckles the Duck has this player in my town on New Leaf, and I was very happy to hear the song make a comeback. In all Animal Crossing games, there's a character called KK Slider, a white dog with large black eyebrows. He is said to represent Totaka within the Animal Crossing universe. While in the most recent installments, KK is turned into a DJ. On Saturday nights, you can still request a song from him. Asking for KK's song will earn you a performance of this 19-note melody as it did in previous Animal Crossing games. Tom Nook is not really a raccoon, although it is a very common mistake among Westerners to believe so. He is really based off of the Japanese folklore of the Takuni, who is depicted as a bit of a trickster. A trick of the Takuni is turning leaves into money. The leaf in the Animal Crossing logo also appears on Nook's apron. This greed about money is true to character, what with him being the one you pay off your house loans to, and where you go to buy supplies and furniture. Interestingly, some villagers in the earlier games go as far to speculate that Nook is really a man in a suit. Is the player really the only human in the village? There was an Animal Crossing motion picture, released only in Japan. It tells the tale of a girl moving into town, getting a job from Nook, and meeting her new neighbors. Oddly, it manages to actually convey the mood of Animal Crossing in just over an hour. I highly suggest looking it up on YouTube, as long as you don't mind reading subtitles. Japan has 2 more Animal Crossing games than we do. Well, kind of. You see, Animal Crossing was released as Dobutsu no Mori, or roughly translated to Animal Forest, for the Nintendo 64. The game was a critical success and received an updated port to the GameCube called Animal Forest Plus. Animal Forest Plus was then translated and updated only to be released to the Western audiences as Animal Crossing Population Growing. Japan audiences wanted this game too, and so Japan received Animal Forest E+. After that, we all started to get to enjoy the same titles. KK Slider once said that those industry fat cats are trying to put a price on my music, but it wants to be free. While on the surface this seems like a normal thing for a musician like him to say, it has a funny undertone considering he's a dog and is labeling cats as the bad guys. Timmy and Tommy are rumored to be Nook's sons or nephews. Certain villagers will actually let slip that Nook found them out on the street and took them in. Many Animal Crossing characters, special villagers and normal villagers alike, have punny names. Booker the police dog is referring to booking someone into jail. Walker the dog is based off of the fact that dogs love to take walks. Pete, the ever-bumbling mailman, has no clue that Pally is in love with him or that Phyllis does not return his feelings. Sometimes talking to each of them reveals more about their backstories, similar to the Able sisters. When riding on the train at the beginning of Animal Crossing New Leaf, Rover will start chatting with you and mention that he hasn't been on a train like this since 2002, the year Animal Crossing Population Growing was released in North America, and the last game in which the player moved in through the use of trains. Strangely, despite it seeming weird to be the mayor in Animal Crossing New Leaf, it suits the player's character better. Players from previous games tended to their towns, helped villagers in any way possible, and even named the town. Being a mayor explains these strange actions. In Animal Crossing City Folk, there's a shoe shiner named Kix. This isn't at all odd until you take into account that you're the only one who regularly wears shoes. The European Manual for Animal Crossing City Folk, or Let's Go to the City as it's known there, included a warning in the instruction manual regarding Mr. Resetti. Information for parents. Mr. Resetti. It is important that players save before switching off the Wii console in order to retain data after each play session. See saving data above. If players switch off without saving, the character Mr. Resetti may appear upon restarting. Mr. Resetti's purpose is to teach players the importance of saving. However, parents should be aware that his personality and tone of voice, while intentionally humorous, are authoritative and may be disturbing to young children. I can see why this warning was included. I remember first encountering it in Animal Crossing for the GameCube when I was 9 years old and being absolutely terrified. If you like this video, then why not like, comment, and maybe even subscribe? The videos on the right side of the screen will take you to my Kingdom Hearts trivia video or my Animal Crossing how-to video. Click on them if you're interested. And, as always, this has been Simply Press Start, where gaming is as simple as pressing start.